Hello everyone, this is Kik, and in today's episode, you are in for several renowned AI language models that have seemingly unnoticeably lifted bans on their use in military purposes. BMW, which decided to test figure robots at its car factory in California. Apple, showcasing what the Vision Pro headset is needed for and in which industries it will be indispensable. Chicago's freezing temperatures that turn Tesla charging stations into graveyards of electric cars, and Musk demanding an additional 12% of Tesla shares or we won't see his robots. All this and much more right now. Let's go! Today's episode, we decided to start with OpenAI, which almost imperceptibly for everyone changed its policy by removing the explicit ban on the use of its technologies for military purposes. The new formulation retains the ban on causing harm and mentions weapons development but does not impose a complete ban on military use. The editing itself is actually part of a massive policy change, which according to the company was aimed at making the document more understandable and readable. It includes many other significant changes in wording and formatting. Experts in machine learning and autonomous system security noted that OpenAI is well aware of the risks and harm associated with the potential use of their technologies and services for military purposes. OpenAI's new policy gives higher priority to legality compared to safety. There is a clear difference between these two policies. The first clearly states that weapons development and military actions are prohibited, while the second emphasizes flexibility and compliance with the law. However, weapons development and military activities are legal to various extents. Although artificial intelligence is not yet capable of directly participating in violence and killings, there is a significant number of auxiliary tasks performed by AI for military needs. U.S. Armed Forces personnel already use OpenAI technology to expedite the paperwork process. The National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, directly involved in U.S. military operations, publicly announced that its analysts are using ChatGPT, even if OpenAI tools in military structures are used for tasks not related to direct violence. They nonetheless indirectly contribute to conducting combat operations and causing harm to human life. Experts believe that OpenAI is weakening its position in interacting with military structures. Transitioning from mentioning military actions to weapons may create an opportunity for the company to support operational infrastructure, while its application does not encounter direct weapons development in the narrow sense. Moreover, OpenAI closely cooperates with Microsoft, a major defense contractor, which invested $13 billion in the LLM manufacturer. And since we started talking about Skynet, let's continue with its Chinese version. Most modern AIs are based on traditional military board games. The digital format and computational capabilities of computers have allowed their systems to quickly become more complex, but they still lack the flexibility of human communication. In addition, a skilled and unpredictable human opponent can deceive the machine. Large language models, having studied almost all aspects of society, are apparently already helping Chinese military AIs better understand people. Military AI is capable of transforming vast amounts of data from sensors and cameras, as well as reports from the front line into descriptive language or images and passing them onto large language models. Upon receiving and understanding the data, the large language model automatically generates concise messages for in-depth information exchange regarding the combat situation. The entire process occurs without human involvement. According to the project leaders, their goal is to make military AIs more human-like, so that they better understand the intentions of the command at all levels and communicate more effectively with people. This is the first case where the Chinese military publicly acknowledges the use of commercial large language models for military purposes. The experiment involved two chatbots, Ernie and Spark, developed by Baidu and iFlyTech, respectively. But let's leave Skynet alone for now and move on to the BMW manufacturing plants, where the Germans signed a commercial agreement with the robotics startup Figure. Figure, as announced, fulfills its promise to engage its android robots in real, useful work as soon as possible. In accordance with the recently signed commercial agreement with BMW, Figure began identifying initial use cases at the BMW plant in Spartanburg and started training bots for phased deployment on-site. Founder and CEO of Figure, Brett Adcock, says that automakers have accumulated a lot of experience in robotics and have worked a lot with humanoids. For example, Honda with Asimo, Tesla with Optimus, Hyundai owns Boston Dynamics, and there is also the Toyota Robotics Institute. These companies have extensive experience in robotics, although it is focused on specific tasks, not general purpose. The BMW team, according to Adcock, integrated a lot of robotics into the Spartanburg plant, but the automaker wanted to solve further automation problems with with more agile and mobile robots. In Figure's labs, training for the first tasks that O1 will start performing at BMW has already begun, although both companies have not yet announced what exactly the androids will be doing in the factory shops. Adcock says the robot can work in the body shop with sheet metal and perform other warehouse logistics tasks. Figure will begin implementation with a small number of robots. It may take from 12 to 24 months for their actual integration into BMW's production processes. Now let's move to the Techno Gardens of Cupertino, where Apple showed what the Vision Pro headset is needed for. Along with the opening of pre-orders for the mixed reality Vision Pro headset, Apple released a video vividly demonstrating the capabilities of the device, which will be available to users immediately after purchase. Repair prices for various breakdowns were also revealed. With Vision Pro, you can view photos and videos. In particular, the headset itself and the iPhone 15 Pro support the function of shooting spatial videos, watching which with the help of Vision Pro makes the user feel like they are inside them. There is also the possibility to watch movies on giant virtual screens in different streaming services, like Apple TV. At the same time, Netflix stated that it will not make a separate application for Vision Pro. You can also listen to music. Sound is played through built-in directional speakers with spatial sound function. Vision Pro can run the Safari browser, view mail, and work with documents. When it comes to something more complicated, a full-fledged Mac computer is required, the screen of which can be copied to Vision Pro, enlarging it to the desired size and placing it in any convenient location. Apple promises that immediately after launch, many applications from third-party developers will be available for the headset. Remember, the device's price starts at $34.99, so repair prices are correspondingly high. For example, replacing the front glass costs $799. In other cases, the repair cost can reach up to $2,399. For users with extended AppleCare Plus warranty, prices are significantly lower, and free battery replacement is provided when its capacity drops below 80% of the original. Google, meanwhile, introduced a new search for everything on the smartphone screen. The new system is called Circle to Search, and its operation corresponds to its name. The user circles a fragment on the smartphone screen, presses the search button, and the system offers him suitable results. Circle to Search debuts on 5 smartphones, 2 current Google flagships, and 3 new Samsung devices. Circle to Search is very reminiscent of Google Lens, but works not only in Google's own search app, but in any app on the device. Users who prefer classic 3-button navigation just need to press and hold the home button, and those who have switched to gesture control, the navigation bar, after which the Circle to Search tool will appear on top of any app or screen. Next, it's enough to select any object or touch it, be it text or an image. Let's move on. Chicago's frosts turned Tesla charging stations into graveyards of electric cars. Numerous electric cars that came to refuel energy got stuck there with empty batteries. After connecting, the charging process simply does not start. Some Tesla owners had to call a tow truck to deliver the car to the local Tesla service center. In the app, most supercharger stations are marked as fully occupied. Various explanations for the situation are being voiced online. In particular, that the affected car owners did not prepare the batteries for charging, although the company recommends doing so, especially in the cold. However, as noted, battery preparation should be performed automatically upon entering the supercharger station by the navigation system command. So either this feature failed for some reason or the problem lies elsewhere. It is possible that the problem is in the station itself, which turned out to be unprepared for such frosts. This version is also supported by the fact that in Norway, where it is not warmer, there are many Tesla electric cars, and they somehow managed to charge. There have been no official comments from Tesla. But Musk is demanding another 12% of Tesla shares for himself. He wrote on X that if he does not receive another 12% of the company's shares and does not become the owner of a blocking package of 25% plus 1 share, he will be uncomfortable developing Tesla in the direction of leadership in artificial intelligence and robotics. Over the past 6 months, the company's value has decreased by a quarter, and its previously impressive profitability from car production has dropped to the industry average. Investors also have questions about Musk redirecting resources and personnel from Tesla to work on his social network, and that he also needs to pay attention to SpaceX. Musk's previous compensation package from Tesla, worth $56 billion, is also the subject of ongoing litigation. One of the shareholders filed a lawsuit considering this amount excessive and violating the fiduciary duties of Musk and the board of directors. Other members of the Tesla board of directors were forced to return $733 million to the company after a court case related to their own compensation. And what's kick without space? NASA introduced automated reconfigurable adaptive digital assembly systems, abbreviated as armadas. These are robots capable of independently assembling, repairing, and reconfiguring structural materials for various hardware systems in space conditions. Armadas uses a small set of three-dimensional building voxels made of strong and lightweight composite materials in the shape of a cuboctahedron. The shape of the parts allows them to be attached at different angles while maintaining the strength of the structure. The system of these voxels can independently reconfigure according to changing needs. That's all for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel to not miss a fresh portion of handpicked news. Goodbye!